I woke up, thank the Most High for this life that I'm living. These meditations get my mind right and me in tune with my spirit. On this east side, spreading these vibes in this physical dimension. My ancestors assisting on this earth where peace, peace, life, and love. We here at Lake Merritt on some beautiful, peaceful vibes. I'm rocking with Sister CJ. I'm rocking with my brother Mindset, man. Y'all want to let the people know a little bit about yourselves?
Hi. Is it connected to the camera?
I can hear you. It's connected.
Woo. Okay, hey y'all. So I'm CJ, and I was born in Berkeley and raised all around the Bay, and I'm from Africa with a K, and I'm a poet, and I'm a filmmaker and a godmother first, and then I also community organize sometimes.
Thank you for having me, Brother Peace. It's a pleasure to be here and speak. And I was wondering where my shades was, and they're on your face. But it's a blessed to be here. My name is 369Mindset, also known as the Spirit of Sarah Hall, birthed as Elijah the Prophet. I'm originally born through Newark, New Jersey, but bloodline of the tribe of Judah, of King David, and take it a little bit further back, Lemurian bloodline, here to bring equality to the masculine and feminine energies.
That's powerful, King. Well, like they say, they introduce yourself, and y'all can feel the energy from these two powerful spirits. We're here at Lake Merritt. I had recently this year met these two powerful souls on my journey, this is Brother Peace, so I'm tapping into the frequency of peace. So I would just like to get their perspective of peace and what is peace to them in this life.
Who knows?
Peace. Your personal perspective of peace. What is peace to you?
I said positive energy activating cellular evolution, or positive energy activating constant evolution. That's peace. The acronym of peace has continually, look, that's peace. Being able to be a dope dad and still carry the weight of dope dad and can remain calm and still talk through it. But when I talk about our cellular evolution, our DNA is being activated, and when you're at peace, you can be balanced. There you go. Much love and light to the king and queen. But did that make sense though, with peace and this, the positive energy activating cellular evolution, or positive energy activating constant elevation? So like our cells and our DNA is activated. So when you're balanced and you're at peace, like your body automatically does what it's supposed to do. So in order for me to be out here and be on the front lines, I have to remain at peace a majority of the time. I have to remain at some type of balance. But does that mean I don't experience the other emotions? Yes, I do experience them from a state of observation and peace, because I spend so much time in meditation and around dope vibes.
Ashe. Ashe.
That was powerful, Ashe. I'm still right here listening to my good brother. I'm a baba, a father, so I got to tend to my daughter and make sure she cool, but we're going to keep this going. Ashe.
Ashe. Wow. Shout outs to the acronym. Broke it down real powerfully. For me, peace is this fluid understanding of my own positive, powerful presence in every space that I find myself and lose myself and find myself. Like, it's a journey, it's a process. It's the fact that the destination is even the direction I'm going. It's a spiral, it's a peace. It's like I'm in my hammock. Peace means so many things to me. It's like peace could be a good book, or my brother Peace, or a piece of pizza, or a piece of the pie. I don't know. Peace has so many meanings, and for me it's like this sense of no fear, no negative energy, nothing disrupting me from my process of unfolding and remembering and finding myself. It's like the way that the ocean waves crash on the shore, or the way that a butterfly flaps its wings. You know, it's all peace. Like, man, peace means so much to me because people out here perpetuating pain on each other for what? Like, for me, I'm like, if I don't have peace, I'm gonna make sure everybody else does. I don't know. If somebody deserves to feel that, like, peace is hella important. I mean, if we could be peaceful with each other more often with our conflict resolution, we could go so far together. And also, everything that's ever been sweet to me, anyone who's ever been sweet to me, only required that I just show up as myself. And like, that's so peaceful to know that love is gonna gravitate towards me and what I need is gonna come my way. No stress, no pain. It's like when the music hits, you know? Peace.
Yes, Ashe. I appreciate y'all sharing y'all perspective of peace and what is peace to y'all. How do you feel like, what do you feel like you could share some personal examples of peace? How you could just tap into it naturally? Your mindset? You know, me personally, for me, how I tap into my peace naturally, just by going.
Your Baba duty very peaceful.
Exactly. Tapping in, being a Baba, you know, I create my peace in that fashion because me personally, I didn't have my father in my life. So me just tapping the time to tap into a peaceful frequency with my daughter, that's peace for me. Cooking in the kitchen, I can naturally tap into peace. When I'm in the kitchen cooking some plant-based food and I'm in there chopping them vegetables, that's a meditative process for me, and it puts me in a state of peace. You know, tapping in with my brothers and sisters here at Lake Merritt every Friday on East Cypher and tapping in with the plant-based food with the community, that's peace to me. You know, these are natural ways that I could just tap into a frequency of peace, you know? So y'all want to share some examples how y'all could tap in?
Absolutely. So that acronym was given to me over many years of just traversing. So I'll be 37,000 years old on March 20th, right? It's March 12th right now. But in that, I've grown up into, like you said, without a father. I grew up with a mom that used her emotions to control everything. So like I grew up pretty angry and had a lot of anger. So I got to see it, and being a Pisces Aries, right? So I'm water and fire. A lot of water and fire in my sign. I have several children that are fire. So to be able to handle fire, I had to develop my peace. Yeah. You know that whenever the Lord speaks, distractions come into play. So I love, and that ties in to what we're talking about. As you start walking in your purpose, a lot of people are going to test your peace. You just get better at it. It never goes away. You just get better at engaging with it. Like a quick backstory, right? 2018, I had already made 6 figures. I had a nice wife. I'm doing good. I got my books already published, and I have an emotional breakdown. I have a mental and emotional breakdown, and I had to check myself into a mental institution for 3 days because my peace kept getting checked, or because I was trying to cut too many generational curses without having the full squad and the team. The one thing I like about what the Raw Soul Collective is that y'all literally a collective of different groups and individuals that come together to do something together. That accountability helps provide peace. So when I checked myself into the mental institution, I got peace. I didn't have to do no book tours, nobody could get in touch with me. I didn't have my cell phone and no responsibility. So what I learned, all I had was meditation and prayer. And I say, my grandmother told me that prayer is the power that penetrates all problems. So I prayed every day. I had my New Testament in there, and Spirit was leading me. I got prayed for in Hebrew by one of the nurses. A couple of the people with mental issues, that they're just going through their spiritual journey without support or without capacity. Or the people don't know how to support them. So I met some of the dopest magical people in there. I got to read the word out loud and hear myself, and it was cool. So by coming out of there, I developed enough peace to start my mental health tour. And I've been going hard for mental health and mindfulness and meditation, imagination, and balancing of the masculine and feminine energies ever since. And this happened 2018. So like I'm here now.
Ashe, we here now. We here now.
Here now.
Yeah.
Like time is not linear, it's evolutionary. And
Time is not linear.
I literally know that this is the same time that Huey and Bobby Seale and all of them was in their mode, and these were the conversations that they were having. So I see that and I feel that in y'all. All the people that I'm connected with, I definitely feel those vibrations, and they're proud, bro. Like you captured my free flow when I was giving them, and I gave Nipsey the high five. Thank you. They all said Ashe.
Ashe. Moment of silence for the ancestors. Do we have some water to pour? Moment of silence for the ancestors.
We're gonna pour a libation for the ancestors.
Thank you, ancestors.
Yes, thank you to them ancestors that walked the path before us.
That was chills.
Freedom and peace.
That was chills.
One time for the ancestors known and unknown. We give thanks and give thanks to this planet for assisting us and providing for us.
Blood of my blood, bone of my bone. Thank you from the bottom of my soul. Soil of my soil. Ashe. This is peace for me. We are here now. This powerful, positive presence can be found in meditation, a cipher, a moment where you actively listen to your brother talk about some shit he really went through, and really made it through, really a testament to God's light, God's love. I'm shook because I know that at any point in time we could break down, but we're gonna get built back up.
Always.
Real strong roots, foundations. You can't make me hate my roots, man. I'm here right now with raw soul and roots. I feel so present, and anything that grounds me in this presence, this holy God body presence, all these ancestors around me, man, I'm so divinely protected. No war could ever really touch me like that. I'm not gonna get scarred or none of that. Like, I'm so taken care of. I'm so loved, so surrounded by love. I can't thank y'all enough for embodying the peace that I needed, coming through all this beautiful divine balance and understanding of my spirit, where it is right now. This presence is poetic. I couldn't have written it, but I'll damn sure do what I can to be the proper vessel. Thank you.
Gratitude to both of these powerful spirits once again. And yes, the brother, thank you for sharing your journey, you know what I'm saying, and your testimony and aligning to tapping into yourself and tapping into a frequency of peace through everything you've been through. And that's what we all doing. And I would like to say, you definitely tapped in on mental health. That is very vital in our black and brown communities. You know what I'm saying? It's very necessary. We're in these, this land has been colonized, so we've been stripped from our natural nature of being, our roots, you know what I'm saying, our natural ways of thinking. So it's like we got to get back to a ways of grounding ourselves, centering ourselves, and healing mentally, spiritually, and physically. So it's very vital that we tap into a frequency like this and build conversation, share perspective, you know, and allow the healing process to grow and flow.
Benji, by the way, that was her dad.
Yeah, my little goddess was on the side of me, definitely on,
Because it was right at the
sending them confirmations.
what you said, so it's like I love this. To be able to see those, and that's what our stories, our testimonies are for.
Ashe. And also,
So you can know peace.
you also typed into talking about the ancestors. Any of y'all want to dive deeper into acknowledging our ancestors, or like, because a lot of our people may not acknowledge our ancestors or think that it's not important to acknowledge them. So, like, you want to share more perspective on that?
Absolutely. I said, oh yeah, oh lafia, Ashe, Ashe. I said, oh yeah, oh shuna, making a way. I said, oh yeah, yimmy ya, and Auntie Renee. I said, we love you today. As we wake and we pray. So my aunt, yes, many blessings, many blessings. So in the midst of Oya, Oshun, Renee, Dutta, my homie Timothy, an ancestor is someone that graced this plane and in the physical and left some type of mark on your life. We have several types of ancestors. I enjoy our African Orisha. I enjoy my grandmother. I enjoy knowing that their presence is always here, and I can tap into their experiences by saying their names, by tributing a song to them, or by making a piece of art or creativity. And I say that because I learned on my journey that imagination and creativity is where you get to the creator. So the ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, the creator, they all reside in now. Regardless if they're gone in the physical, their spirit, their essence, their presence is here in the now. And in order for me to tap into them, I had to balance. I had to create rising rituals. I had to shift my network up so that we can be balanced. And in shifting that network up, it allowed me to tap into not just my ancestors, but the ancestors of the people that I align with. Like I keep hearing the Native American tribe that's out here, Ohlone tribe, and their presence and their yell is so loud. I've learned that's why I do a lot of mindfulness and meditation, because the ancestors are yelling right now. They're yelling every time we show them attention. They're yelling every time we get around a hot spot. They're yelling when there's a cyclic time. And that's why I shared that with y'all from Dr. Huey and the rest of the ascendants that are out there, because they're yelling. And those that are tuned into the frequency, you have to know that the ancestors got us. Like, this is our land. Like, we're part of the, I let y'all know I'm part of the tribe of Judah. But like this, being in the Bay, all the tribes are here. All the tribes are here. Like, all the 12 tribes that are lost are here. So it's like, that's what the energy I feel. And I'm grateful. Look, she's an elder. She know we're talking about her people, but I'm grateful for the ability to share this experience with y'all. So thank y'all for opening it up for me. But that's my ancestor story.
I really feel you on the gratitude. Thank you for all these words of wisdom and education and connection. This is a portal right now we stepping through. In the ancestral realm, I still see y'all straight up. Like, everything you said, I just want to reinforce it and just add on that I'm doing what I can today and every day to be a good ancestor to my grandbabies. And that's on life.
That's on life. Acknowledging our ancestors is vital. Acknowledging all life that came before us and setting the pathway and the roads before us is very vital. Just to give thanks and give back.
Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate y'all for tapping in on that and sharing y'all piece on that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have any peaceful messages personally that y'all want to share that y'all feel is necessary that our people need to hear?
Free Palestine.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that, because I met a Palestinian my second day in Oakland. She was from Sacramento, and she was very distraught because of the energies that's happening over there, and we feel it over here. We're in a global economy. So whenever somebody asks me for a good word, and that's the thing, when you see a stranger, but that's familiar, when they look you in the eyes, ask them for a good word, and it'll let you know where their body is, or where their mindset, or where their heart is. I've been asked that a lot up here. So my good phrase for the day, or whenever someone asks me for a good word, is alignment is the assignment. Alignment is the assignment. So alignment is the assignment. Yes, that's it, bro. Alignment is my God. Because if I'm balanced, I can tap into anything that's ever been here. So, Ashe, those are my peaceful words.
It's been a lot of peace, definitely so far. My brother and sister been definitely sharing, you know, and I got my brother and sister right here next to me. That's the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Any of y'all want to share how could, you know, the divine feminine and divine masculine could create more peaceful, harmonious connections and relationships with each other? You know, because there's so much to put on us to disconnect us, make us battle, fight amongst each other, and be separated. So how could we create peace and harmony amongst the melanated man and the melanated woman?
So they made us love their wealth and hate ourselves. That was a line from my homie, master teacher, Mr. West. I bring that up because we wasn't taught to learn to love all of ourselves. Like, I'm a divine masculine energy that embodies my yin energy. I said, you heard all of the ancestors I gave shout out to. Oya, Oshun, Yimiya. You ain't hear me sing to Obatala or Ogun. I'm singing the praises of who embodies me, what energy embodies me. So one of the things that I've sought and learned is that I attract me. That's it. In female and masculine format, and a lot of our people are going through non-binary codes, understanding gender and feminine and masculine energy. They're not the same thing. Sex and masculine and feminine energy are not the same thing. They don't represent the same thing. Everyone has masculine and feminine inside of them, and until they align that, yeah, right on time. Nah. She's like, yo, I'm ready to tone in. But once they align that, great job. See, from an alignment place, you and she's feeling the energy that we are all feeling. That's just her amen. She's just checking in. So like, in order for our relationships to heal, we have to marry ourselves first. You have to be married to me, myself, and I, and understand and appreciate the feminine energy if you're a man and the masculine energy if you're a female. And what I say by appreciate it is not try to dog it, bring it out, embody it. I'm the most feminine heterosexual guy that you'll ever meet. I love my feminine energies. In the midst of that, my advice to everyone that's out there that want to, especially right now, like, tune into yourself. Like, really fall in love with yourself, really marry yourself, really pamper yourself, and learn about yourself. And I'm not just talking about the outer self. A lot of people operate from the physical upwards. I operate from the crown upwards. So by operating from the crown, and in that, operating from there allows it to. No, you're good. You're good. I'm processing it. But operating from there allows you to come from a place where you get past the I'm your boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. You see them as a being that is going through whatever they went through, and they have the experiences from their father and mother who probably was hurt and as well. So now they're perpetuating them. So when you heal yourself and know yourself down to the elements, that's what I was saying. You know your sign and your zodiac and when you were born and your numerology. The more you know about this vessel, what happens is you get more information when you bounce your sound off of other people. So when you're talking or you're courting someone, you start to see if they're on the tribe vibe. Because like we're now in a state where we're not listening and living by the European standard or the Eastern culture. Our ancestors are letting us know that we're a tribe, we're a community. I don't own you, you don't own me. But if you decide to do this tribe thing with us, we're doing it with our communities. So that requires a lot of maturity and a lot of balance. So first know and love thyself, and then balance thyself before you start trying to engage with the opposite sex in any type of partnership or bartership.
I really agree. I have things I want to say. I'm just so tired. Yeah. It's been a long week, you know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out.
It's all good. You can head out now if you like, sister. I appreciate you tapping in with us, good sister CJ.
For being here.
I appreciate it, brother.
And I appreciate. Yes, we did, good brother. And I appreciate my brother Mindset for taking the time to share some peace with me. And this is our first episode of all three of us coming together and tapping into this frequency. But definitely look out for more to be continued when it comes to us tapping into the frequency of peace, elevation, and high vibrations. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Much love and light.
I came up in the hood, but I be on that peace peace and love. I seen a lot of niggas die, seen niggas get caught up. Decided those are not the past, I want experience. I took the time to elevate my consciousness. I realized my people out here